If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out mini jam. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, you see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up, fold them like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up, fold them like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up.
All right, we back again. We back again. Sir. Episode 9. We got Tez back, man, because we got to talk about this card. But without further ado, welcome to the Boxing Head podcast. Of course, your host CJ and G. Always bring it to you. And of course, we are on the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. Great fight card we had.
Great fight
this past one. Terrence Crawford and Israel. I ain't about to say his last name. They fight card. Yeah, Madrimov. Yeah, we just gonna call him that. Yeah. Fight card. So we gonna all right, y'all, let's get started, man. So I'm gonna start off with Andy Cruz and Antonio Moran. So Tez, tell me how you felt about that fight. Like, what was your highlights of that fight?
Andy looked sharp. He looked strong, he looked fast. He was only 3-0 before that fight. This is 4-0 now. So he looked good, man. He looked good. He's riding a coattail of what's his name?
Oh, you talking about Keyshawn
Davis. I'm losing my train of thought. He riding a coattail of Keyshawn Davis, but I think he should wait. I think they should build him up more. But he looked good. He looked real good. He looked real sharp.
Yeah, I think he should stay away from Keyshawn though.
Definitely.
It was a good fight. I like what I saw. He did get clipped. I caught that. He got clipped, and I wanted to see how he would react, but he reacted well. I can tell he still don't know his English barrier is not 100%. So I don't know how him and Bozy talked, but whatever Bozy told him, that next following round he got it together because Antonio Moran got knocked out by Devin Haney like way back, like the 6th round. So in his head, he tried to get him out. I think he got him out in the 7th. I believe so. It was the 7th round. He got him out there. But that was a good fight for me to see. I wanted to see him get hurt. That's how I am with fighters. I need to see a fighter get hurt because I need to see how they take it.
Yeah, answer a lot of questions.
Yep. Because you don't want to.
Yeah, Antonio Moran got.
You said, huh?
Antonio Moran. That was a bad knockout that Devin did to him too.
Yeah,
I mean that was. I think that was. Wasn't that knockout of the year that when he fought him?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was a Canada.
Yeah,
it was.
Yep, he threw that overhand.
Yeah.
That feint because he went to the body and he faked the body and hey, go YouTube that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we done with that fight. The next fight, I'm trying to think which way should I do this. I'm gonna do David Morrell fight. He moved up to 175 because initially he's chasing David Benavidez from what I'm hearing. So, thanks to Canelo, you got good fighters at 168, moving up to 175. Look, I'm gonna bring up Canelo. I'm gonna throw shots at him.
Thank you
all the time.
I'm glad you did.
He got fighters from 168 going up to 175 because he got all the belts, and he fighting like Berlinga. And yeah, but anyway, not to jump off into DuckTales, but yeah, that David Morrell fight, it was pretty. I like what I saw. He had the speed. I don't think his power moved up too much, but I mean it's cool. I think he should get probably a fight or two, then maybe go for a title.
Yeah,
but he still had the speed and everything. He still looked good for the most part. Yeah. I ain't had no complaints. What about you, Ted?
I really didn't get to see the fight. I watched some highlights. He looked okay. Yeah. I mean, it like you said, the power didn't translate, but we could say the same thing about David Benavidez. I'd rather see them two fight.
Yeah,
they've been talking about that fight for a long time now, so I'd rather see them two fight at 75 because the top two fighters at 75 is about to fight, like you said, in October. So I'd rather see them two get it in, and then the winner Bivol and Better Beers. So
how you feeling, G?
Yeah, I think with Morrell versus Benavidez canceled each other out. The speed canceled each other out because both of them got extremely fast hands.
Yeah,
I think that fight right there is great, and they both got good names.
Yeah,
so it shouldn't be hard to make the fight. It shouldn't be hard to make the fight. They both got hype. Yeah, and then like you said, bring on the hitters after that.
Yeah, because who else is
let them,
and
it
175?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
and they both to be
168,
they're both transitioning into the weight.
Yeah,
they're both transitioning into the weight too. So it's like this is perfect for them.
Yeah. Might as well just stay there, right?
And we know they ain't ducking. We know they ain't ducking.
Oh, no,
Neither one of them ducking.
No.
But you know what? They did strip Canelo of the IBF. I believe the IBF stripped him finally.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? They did that. Let me tell you, these station bodies is Team Canelo. As soon as David Benavidez said, "Hey, I'm gonna stay at 175," they was like, "Bet we're gonna just strip Canelo and throw that belt back at 168." Like David Benavidez has been a mandatory for like almost more than 2 years.
Yeah. Well, everybody, the whole boxing is Team Canelo. He the cash cow. So.
Yeah.
But the IBF stripped people fast. They stripped. Remember they stripped Crawford like 3 months after after the Earl fight. So
he didn't get a chance to get his belt. Like the IBF especially made, but with his face.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. So before we go to this next fight, the next fight is I want to get this out the way early. I don't know if y'all saw Turkey talking before, like it was like in the middle of the card they had him talking, right? Did y'all hear when he mentioned Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda? And he said this. He said, "Yeah, Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda." He said Shakur agrees. Oscar De La Hoya agrees, and Eddie Hearn agrees. So I'm like, I wonder if anybody caught that, and it was a few people in our chat that caught it. So I'm like, why is bro like acting like he about to talk to Tank about a fight? You arguing with Lomachenko at the Crawford and Israel fight. We thought Loma was in the Ukraine because the last time he told us he didn't want to fight Tank. He needed family time off. But you arguing with Shakur at the fight? You could have been using that energy to pick up that pen and sign. So I think Tank should move up to 140.
Ooh. I think that Tank and Frank fight scared a lot of people. He looked, to me, he looked different. He looked very focused. He looked like he got a different mind state, and I think it scared a lot of fighters. And he answered a lot of questions. So I think they all.
I think it's the fact that Tank talks that talk, and then he backs it up. You feel me? And it's not that he go in there and he just put on the masterful performance. You can see his energy, you can see his facial expression, everything, and he's like, it's just it comes that time in that fight. And I know y'all know this, but you can look in his face, and the person is just trying to survive. They throwing everything, and Tank just, he's just coming forward. He's like, nope, and it's coming. And he just backs that up. And it was like you said, it's scary. I'm not getting in there with that. Like Frank was really in there, like ain't nowhere to go. Like he was like, I'm just gonna get on the ropes. And
the thing about it, Frank is a big 35 too. Frank is a big 35.
Yes, he is, bro.
Yeah,
and he struggled to make the weight. He couldn't even make 135 damn near.
And he put him to sleep.
Yeah,
It looks scary. It looked real scary. And they're not trying to see that.
Yeah.
Neither one of them.
No, and he's so real with it. He got in that corner after the first round. He said, what we Calvin Ford said, what we looking like? Tank said, I just gotta wait on this power to come down a little bit. Let me
Yeah. And you know when the power was going down because Tank was good enough and he was getting on the ropes. And there, look, I feel for Derrick James, man. It's like they don't listen to Derrick James. Derrick James told Frank, stay off the ropes.
Stay off the ropes.
Oh, that's better said than done, though. That you got Tank stalking you, like
yeah.
That's better said than done.
Yeah.
I think the only fighter that listened to Derrick James was Earl, and he lost Earl. So
yeah, Earl wasn't listening to that Crawford fight at all. He wasn't listening because
Errol just ain't listen to him when he told him to when he told him to pay him his money. He ain't listen.
He ain't listen to that either. He's like, all right, bro, I got you.
He didn't hear that.
3 months later. But yeah, man, I just had to get that off my chest, man. All this ducking, man, like ducking my boy Tank. Yeah, the court didn't think nobody caught that, but some people I caught it. Like Turkey didn't already say they agreed for him fighting Zepeda.
But the wild part is, Oscar was going on this whole rant about how he didn't want Zepeda to fight Shakur. So I'm confused on that. I'm confused on how they even got that done because he wanted this whole rant about how Shakur don't sell, he's boring, he don't fight for the people, and they know fighting Shakur it's a tough fight because he a distance master, and Zepeda is like a come forward Mexican style fighter. So
yeah,
it's confusing to me. I don't understand it.
I know what it is. Turkey was like, "Hey, have you ever made $2 million before?" There we go. I guess he's fighting Shakur now.
The greenbacks.
Like you ain't never made $2 million.
You already know, man.
Yeah, money talks, man. These fighters, at the end of the day, they prize fighters. So if you give them a good price, although they know they're gonna get sent to the shadow realm, like they're gonna take that money. Speaking of shadow realm, I guess we like to. I'm gonna let G start off with Jared Anderson versus the Power of Congo, Martin Bakole.
Yeah, that fight right there. I mean, I expected a little bit more from it. I expected it to be a little bit more competitive. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
And it's just Miller is just huge, but I feel like when he made that weight cut, because he dropped what 40 pounds, I think.
You know what? I got the Jared.
I'm talking about the right one.
No, you talking about Jared Anderson.
Yeah, Jared Anderson. Yeah.
Oh, Anderson. Oh, okay. So not the big sloppy one.
Right.
No,
right.
not the other one. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about Saddle Round. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that was no. He did. He came out real good, real strong. I'm like, oh, okay. But then, I mean, the dude he fought, I feel like that in the heavyweight division. Sometimes I feel like you got like a good heavyweight, maybe 220 pounds, 215, and then you be having like these 270-pound dudes. That's not the same weight class if you really think about it. Yeah. No other weight division will allow a 70-pound. It's like Wilder versus Fury. We talking about 219 pounds versus 271. That's not okay. You feel me? So I mean, I feel like that had a big factor. But the heavyweight division is the heavyweight division for a reason, and we seen that that night. Yeah. He gave what he got. He was moving. He fast. I actually call him the welterweight of the heavyweights. Very good movement, but it just wasn't enough. When you got a truck like that coming towards you, stiff jab, that jab probably felt like a hook or an uppercut. Same type of power. I mean, yes, it's bad, and y'all seen it. Dude was through the ropes, like he was on Martin. And he was through the ropes. He tried what he tried, but he got heart. He got back up. He was actually frustrated. If y'all seen that knockdown, that last one, he got up mad. But I mean, I wouldn't have been doing that. I'd have been happy. I was still woke.
Yeah.
But, hey, Shadow Realm for the Shadow Realmers.
Yeah, that's the power of Congo. What about you? Go ahead, Ted. You know, that's top rank, man.
Top rank. But
top rank.
But no, man. I said this on the last podcast. I didn't think he was ready. He made a lot of defensive mistakes. And when you, like you said, that's why the heavyweight division is the most lucrative division, because it's really no weight class for real. So if you're gonna be a smaller heavyweight, you gotta have superior defense, or you gotta have like one punch knockout power, like Mike Tyson. But yeah, that's I talked about this last podcast. I didn't think he was ready, and it showed. It showed, and I think
it did.
I don't know how he can make a career at heavyweight now that we've seen that, because any of the top ones, any of the top heavyweights, I think they put him to sleep. They stretch him. So I don't know what he do after this. And he came in, like you said, you came in at 250.
Yeah, he came in like at 250, like 253, 254.
Yeah, cruiserweight is 200. So I don't see him losing 50 pounds to go fight at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he do after this.
Yeah, so I wish I gambled, because like I called this. Like I looked up Martin Bakole. I said, let me look this guy up, because like before I even looked him up, I said Jared was gonna get like KO, because I felt like Top Rank was feeding him cruiserweights that was fighting in heavyweight for like the first time. So I felt like he didn't fight no true heavyweight. So I looked at Martin Bakole. His punch placement is like the second most out of all heavyweights, like in a round. So I'm like, all right. So then I watched his last fight. His last fight, he weighed in at 300 pounds. So I was like, I'm like, all right, let me see how he move in the ring. Man, when I saw his last fight, I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be real bad. And then I went in the chat. I said, upset alert. And you saw me and Brandon was going. Brandon, Brandon's a big fan of anybody who is a fan of Bud. But me and him was going at it, and I was telling him like, hey man, this is an upset alert. Like, I don't care who you are. When you got 284 pounds of just blunt force trying to like take you out, anybody's going to go down off of that. I was just trying to see how fast he was and if he had a chin. And then Brandon brought up Bakole's loss, because Bakole has a loss against the actual cruiserweight. So I watched that fight to see what happened. Bakole, something happened with his shoulder where he couldn't lift it no more. So he had one arm. You know, when you carrying dead weight, that take all your energy. So like he didn't get knocked out, but he was just like fatigued, trying to swing, and my manager just hit him, and the ref just stopped it. I was like, it's a wrap. So when he went in there, I want y'all to watch it again. The first shot Bakole threw was an uppercut. It was like ding ding. He was like, I was like, oh my god. And he got him again with that same uppercut, and it was just a matter of time. But Jared got my respect, man, because like he could have easily got hit by that big dude and be like, you know what? Next time he hit me, I'm gonna just fall and I'm gonna just let the 10 count go and I'm gonna just go home. But like he had some rounds where he was like getting off on Bakole, but his issue, like you said, you called it, Tez, last time when you was on here about how he bats up when he's throwing his punches, he bats out with his hands down. Yep, and that's exactly what he mentioned when he lost. Because I gave him a little chance because he was working with Sugar Hill, from the Crunch Gym. So I gave him a little bit, but then when I found out he only been working
Detroit,
with him, Detroit. So when I found that out, I'm like, all right, bet he may have a chance. But then he mentioned that he only been working with Sugar Hill for 4 weeks. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's not enough time.
That's not enough.
But I think next fight, it's not enough time. You should have been talking to him like 2 months prior, man. Like,
and a lot of times, even if he worked with him over a long amount of time, it's still not enough time, because you got to think they've been fighting since they was 7-8 years old, and he been doing these things for over a long period of time. These same things that same mistakes, same good things, all that for a long period of time. And when you come up and you get in the pros, nothing really changed. You just perfect your style. And so I don't think it's no really There's nothing that he really could change because when you get in the heat of things, you revert back to what you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't see nothing.
And I feel that's a and I feel like that's a big flaw in the amongst boxing fans. Like, you know, people are so quick to say, "Oh, he need to, you know, go work on his power." Bro, at this age, you gonna get what you get. That's why they say styles make fights.
They do.
Because if everybody can switch their style, it wouldn't be. We would be all seeing the same thing. Yep. So it's like, at this point, just we want to see the different styles clash, you know, and just take it what it is. We seen Wilder. He ain't changed nothing. Because pre-Shadow Realm, you going back right to what you know. Yeah, just like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a game plan until you get hit in the mouth.
So everything go out the window once you get in the heat.
Yep.
And you just revert back to what you know.
Yep.
That's why you see Wilder when he really get hit or when the fight really come out. Like you see him training, he throwing straight punches. Then you see him, he just start throwing hooks like wild.
Oh yeah,
he get hooks, and it's like
Wilder hooks.
Yeah. And like Wilder, I give a perfect example of him with his new trainer now. Don't you know how you go to the gym and like you see this guy on the side by himself at the rim and he making shots? You like, oh, he cold. It's like, hey, bro, you want to run? Yeah. And when he started playing, bro, he trash. You be like, bro, that's every time I see him train and he do all that with the broomstick and all that. I be looking for that in the ring. Then when there.
Bro, that broomstick be funny, bro. Y'all be seeing the memes on Instagram with that broomstick.
Yeah, I saw
like, man, he ain't dodging, and he don't dodge no jabs.
Did y'all see what he was doing? Like this thing where he like turned around.
Oh, talking about
like he was in training. He was like turning around. Like before that last fight, he was like doing something in the ring where he was training. He like turn around, and when he got in the ring, he got hit and he turned around. So they was like, that's muscle memory. Yeah. So that's why he turned around when he got hit and then he got knocked out.
Yep.
It was weird.
And he looking at the ref like
like, why are you doing that? One of the number one rules is don't turn your back.
Yeah, man. Keep your hands up at all times.
This is heavyweight. Protect yourself at all times. You can't protect yourself with your back turned. You're gonna get cracked.
Yeah. Let's talk about the shortage of coaches, like good coaches. It is like it's like they gone,
bro. Yeah, they gone.
They go because Earl goes.
And thank God for
man. I said this was me.
Daddy.
I said he should go to Rodney Shields.
Rodney Shields.
Yeah, he should go to somebody who ain't going. Yeah, he had his career now where you can't be changing stuff. You just have to whatever his style is. You just have to like, you know, put a little here, put a little there now. So I mean, but he talking about fighting Honduras in January now.
Oh, they moving it.
That's what he said. He like, yeah, you know, maybe November, maybe January. I was like, come on, bro, that's too much ring rust.
Yeah, at that point in his career, it's really who you want to hang around while you're training.
Yeah,
that's really it for Errol. Yeah. Who you want to hang around? Who gonna keep you motivated and smiling as much as you can? Just like Adrian Broner, he would tank in them camp. He just said, man, I belong here. I feel good here. That's really it. Yeah. We seen Adrian Broner go in there and do the same thing. He don't let his hands go. He just gonna sit there. He gonna get in that stupid Philly shell he be doing, and look what happened.
Oh man,
Tooth got knocked out.
Yep.
By Blair the Flair.
Yeah, the can man.
The can man.
Woo!
And Blair Cobb, he won undisputed, didn't he?
Man, he talking about the people.
Oh my God!
The champs belt. I was like, man, come on. Man.
He's so
the champ is here.
He's so trash.
But yeah, man.
Dog.
Everybody out there, man, y'all look up the power of Congo. Martin Bakole, Bakole. Look him up. Look out for him. Like, there's not gonna be too many people that want to fight him.
No, he's gonna get a lot of opportunities.
Nah.
When somebody win a fight and they say, I'm doing this for my country, like, man, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up losing because they got a lot of people that they got to feed. They got a lot of people that's dependent on them. So if you in a press conference and ain't like, I'm doing this for my country, you should second guess it. You should second guess, man, because they got a lot of them. But yeah, y'all,
especially when they ain't got no jewelry on or nothing. Like they ain't
hungry.
He did.
they ain't got no jury. They pulled up in the Uber. No, you better. Yeah.
Yep. He didn't. He had no jury on. He just had like a suit and a leg.
No, he ain't had no.
Somebody bought for him. And all he asked
he had to get
at the weigh-in was, "Are you ready?" And then he patted him like that. Like I was like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, he had to get a suit back to the promotional company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. That Jarrell Miller and Andy Ruiz fight. Let's move to that one. I'm gonna let G go ahead and tell me how you feel about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it should have been a draw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like it should have been a draw, and I'm gonna say it like this: I love a rematch in the heavyweight division. I love I would love a Ruiz Miller too. I love that because heavyweights, it's like one punch is over. Like we want to see another. We want to see y'all running back, and we really don't have that many heavyweights. So I feel like why not make it a draw? I would love to see both fighters again. We can that'll be the fire another undercard. We can run it back under, two other hitters. Like I wanted to see a draw, but I got exactly what I expected from Ruiz, man. Fast hands, and we always talked about how much people slept on him. That's one of my top 5 heavyweights, I want to say. Ruiz, fast hands, got power. I think it was real competitive. Run it back. Run it back. I think it should have been a draw. That's all I feel.
I had I need to watch it again, but from what I saw the first time, I think Jarrell did a little more. I was wondering what was wrong with Andy, and then when Andy was like, "Yeah, my hand," and I saw his bone. You saw his bone popping out in his hand. Like after the fight, he showed his hand. He had broke his hand. His bone was like up like this, and he said it happened 5th round, man. Like you a dog, man, to go through 12 in your hand like that. But I really liked what I saw with Miller, man. He dropped that weight. He looked much better in there.
He looked good,
and he had some wind, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He had some.
Oh no, he was moving. He was moving way better. He had some wind.
Yeah,
he had some wind for sure. I think he learned his lesson. I mean, we love to see fighters, if they're going to make an adjustment, we love to see them do that.
Yeah. Now,
physical shape, how you coming in, I feel like he learned from that last fight when he got beat up pretty much because of the exhaustion. He was like, "Oh, I can't be in that position no more." Drop that weight. Now he moving. He was moving, and he also knew he had to drop that weight because Andy got 2 Corvettes as fists.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to move, especially like laterally. Like that other fight, the last fight he had, he couldn't get out of the way of them punches. You feel me? Dog had a lot of endurance. He was moving. He tired him out. So I'm happy he made those improvements. He came in, cut that weight, and that was a really good fight. I want to see him running back. I don't care.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Taz?
That was my favorite fight on the card. I think it was a great fight. Honestly, they both look good. They both look good. Miller, he, like you said, he dropped the weight. He was walking through Andy punches. He was walking through him. He was like, "Yeah, come on." Man, they look good, man. I think Miller, if he worked on his offense a little more, he could have stopped him. He could have stopped him. And
I
thought
he had him hurt for sure.
Yeah. I thought Andy was tired, but like you said, he hurt his hand. But it looked like fatigue to me.
Yeah.
Before the end of the fight, and they all like, "Oh, he hurt his hand." So
it probably was fatigue too.
Yeah, but they both look. Yeah, he was ring rust. He was out for. He had been out for a long time.
Yeah. And I was about to say that Andy will take off and not be in the ring for a while. And I just think that he gets he'll get a check and kind of disappear sometimes. It's like, because that wasn't the best shape I've ever seen Ruiz in. And we know that.
I agree.
We know that. When he had to fight AJ for that second time, I'm like, where'd his stomach go?
Yeah, he was in
Yeah, I'm like, no, he was in shape like that. Like, now we ain't looking for we know we ain't gonna see an ab, but he ain't have like that big stomach. When I seen him in the ring, I'm like, dog, he picked up a little bit more weight. I'm like, was that on purpose or like what's going on?
Yeah, the announcers were saying this was the heaviest he came in since the beginning of his career. So
yeah,
you're right.
He came in like 270 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Miller was like came in at 300.
But he looked good at 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked real
No,
good.
he didn't look like 300. He didn't look that big, but
Yeah, they did his way in.
So he must have been coming. So what was he coming in before? What was he coming in them other fights?
It must have been higher than that.
Yeah, it had to be a little higher.
It must have been 350 because he said he dropped 50 pounds.
Dog, could you imagine being 225 pounds going against a 350-pound man? I'm not fighting, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting. No.
You
gonna hit him with?
Yeah, you got to have some stamina to move out the way. But even with just his presence,
just think how big his midsection is. Yeah, like think about punching as hard as you can, trying to hit a 350. Dog,
that's why you gotta respect
y'all who listening. Yeah, I don't think you know what a 300. I don't think you know what a 350-pound person that looks like. That's an athlete. That this man is muscle. This man is weight.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know exactly what it felt like. I played football in college.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, I tried to hit a lineman. The quarterback threw the ball. He fumbled, and the lineman picked the ball up. The play ended up getting caught. Was getting caught dead. But I tried to hit the lineman, and I tried to like knife him. You know, knife like you hit his legs.
Yeah.
I tried to knife him, and I bounced right off his legs. And I was like, I was like 215 at the time. In shape, like really in shape. I bounced right off his legs.
Easy.
Oh yeah, I hit him, and I tried to really hit him, and I bounced right off his legs like I was nothing, like I was like his little brother or something.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah,
for sure. Right off his legs. Yeah. But yeah, when we come back, we're gonna do those last two fights. We got Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and we got Jose Villachunas. What is it? I think I got it wrong, man. I get Villanueva from basketball mixed up with his last name, and then of course we're gonna get with Terrence Crawford and Israel, and we'll talk
Madrimov.
Yeah. I always get that last name, Madrimov. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after our commercial break from our sponsors. Summer's almost here, and you still haven't did that spring cleaning? No need to worry. Golden Touch Premium Service and Sanitation will take care of everything, from cars, homes, even buildings. And check this out. All products are eco-friendly. So go ahead and go on the website and book an appointment, or if you have further concerns and questions, go ahead and send an email. Clean, it's just Golden Touch away. The secret is out. Everyone is using Potty products. Potty products toilet paper is 2-ply and has 450 sheets per roll. And it won't clog your toilet because it's septic safe. You can get same day, next day delivery, or shipping when you log on and place an order at potty-products.com. Spend $48 and get free shipping, or subscribe on the site and get free monthly shipping. Remember to use Potty products. All right, so we back. We are on the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like music, check out the app. Also, go to www.resilientradionet.net, and then you can check out all the music there. Resilient J spins it from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I believe coming up, he has a side A special, like a 3-hour special for her, just to give her a dedication. So be on the lookout for that. Let's get right to it. So the two final fights for this card, like the main card, I would say. So let's talk about Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Jose. I forget his last name too. I'm gonna just call him Jose V, man.
Jose V.
Yeah. So a little bit about Jose, if anybody don't know. So He was fighting at 135 at first. He was undefeated. Him and Edwin De Los Santos had a fight, and that was actually an upset because I guess Edwin was supposed to be that fighter that they gave to Jose, but it ended up turning around. Then Jose fought Colbert. Y'all know Colbert, the one who got the color hair. That first fight, he got robbed. That first fight from Colbert, but that second fight, he sent Colbert straight to the shadow realm.
Straight there. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200.
Yeah.
Straight there.
I'm gonna be honest. For this fight, I thought Cruz was gonna send him back to wherever he came from. But it was a boxing clinic, man. Like surprised the heck out of me, man. And I think his power was kind of affecting Cruz too, because Cruz was kind of like he wasn't just like going in like how he was with Rolly. He was a little bit cautious. But yeah, I want to pick up with y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was definitely surprised because he's not known as a boxer for real. He's just known as a puncher. So it surprised me that he put on a boxing clinic, and Cruz, he didn't look good at all to me. But I'm glad he lost, and this is why, because we can stop all the Tank rematch talk now. We can let that go.
Yes,
Tank can go do his thing. We could really let that go now. So that's why I was glad he lost, and he looked terrible too. Yeah, and that was even better because if he would have lost and had a good fight, it still would have been talks. Yeah, but he looked terrible. He got outboxed, and he lost his belt. So it's over with.
Yeah, I feel like Cruz didn't do enough. He's very short. I feel like the physicalities were too far off. I mean, now we saw Cruz beat tall fighters because obviously he's shorter than Tank. So we're talking about a real short guy. But I feel like at the end of the fight, maybe like about the end, maybe like the last 2 rounds, I think the sense of urgency for Cruz picked up and he was letting his hands go more. But that's all he really could do. He could only do what his physicalities allow him to do. So he had to keep trying to cut the ring off and get in the inside. And that's why we saw a boxing clinic, because Valenzuela, he stood composed, kept his range. He, jab, turn. He kept turning them. It was a boxing clinic. We seen. That was good.
He was throwing beautiful uppercuts.
That was good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Who y'all think he should fight next? I think put him in with Devin Haney.
Yeah, I want to see some unification.
Tank gonna put him.
Oh, you said Haney?
Yeah,
you said Haney?
Put him in there with Haney. Yeah.
You know what? That's a good fight for Haney.
But Haney at 140 though, right?
Yeah, he at 140.
They fought at 140.
Yep.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, he moved up to fight.
Yep. So Eastside Cruz, that was at 140. That WBA belt. Yep.
Okay, got you. So Devin Haney, I think. Oh shit.
Or Amparo.
I think Haney beats him. I think Haney beats him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think that's a comeback fight for Haney. I think he boxed the circles around him and pick up another belt. I think he's champion in recess right now.
Yeah.
So he can pick up. He already got the WBC, and then he can pick up the WBA.
Yeah, but we heard he might be moving to 170, 147.
Oh my god.
Who?
Dev.
That's a bad.
Dev may be going up to 147.
That's a bad.
But you know exactly what I was thinking earlier, y'all. I didn't say nothing. I said, you know what, Tank is going to make a whole bunch of 147s. He's going to crowd that division. You know why I say that? Because when Tank moves to 140, all the 40s are going to 47.
Yep.
They're going to leave. Let Tank run out of these opponents. He can't make a fight now. Yep. So now we're starting to see people like, yep, time to go. Yep. I ain't even got a belt. Ain't even got a belt at the weight class and going to leave. Terrible.
Yeah. I just realized something, y'all. So the big difference with Jose, is trainers. So Jose's old trainer used to be Jose Benavidez Sr. His new trainer for this fight was Robert Garcia.
Yep, I did see that. Yep, I did see that.
I think that played a bit. I think that played a bit difference in his performance. now I kind of see how Robert Garcia was training Mikey Garcia to be Arrow. He thought Arrow was just like Cruz. He thought Arrow was like Cruz, just going there and just swing. And then
that's why I'm saying when y'all say Earl don't have a change of pace.
Since that car crash, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you shut me up.
No, I think Earl still
his legs. He definitely lost his legs after that, and we saw it. Yeah. We saw it. I mean, I still think highly of Errol, but I just want to see him, be able to. And when I say he don't have a change of pace, it's not as far as like his action. I say like when you see somebody doing something, react and change. He didn't do that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't switch it up. Like, okay, that's not going to work. Jab, left jab, come around with a sweeping right. Boom. He's trying to get inside using the double jab. Okay, so what's going to happen when that's not happening? We saw that and we didn't see a change, and that's why he got sent to the shadow round. Yeah. So, again, he's going to a bigger weight class with more power. You gotta have to switch it up, bro. You have to do something. People are calculating you. You have all these fights. We saw you. We know your style. Everybody knows it. Yep. And now that you just fought Crawford, and we seen what was effective and worked, everybody else seen that too.
Yeah.
So
those vulnerability, that vulnerability is exposed now because you got beat up, and we already saw Pitbull Cruz turn into Chico off of next Friday, and Jose was the weed brownie. So you see how boxing just changed up like that. But speaking of since we're talking about Spence, we're gonna go ahead and move up to this main card.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Tez. I'm gonna let you start off with this one for the Terrence Crawford fight.
Okay. I think Terrence Crawford had control of the whole fight, fight the whole time. It just felt close. It felt closer than what it really was. I had it at 8-4.
Yeah,
and I think he never lost control of the fight. Dude had a couple good moments, but he was just Terrence was on a whole different level to me, and it just felt close because he's at a bigger weight class, and dude wasn't really reacting to his punches like that. So it felt close and it looked close, but it really wasn't to me.
Yep, that's the same thing I said. I had a 9-3 Crawford. I had went back to watch it again because I thought it was when I first watched it. I said 7-5. I went back and watched it 9-3. A lot of times Israel was moving and he was fading, and a lot of times I saw Crawford's jab was so quick, like Israel would do that, fading that, and then as soon as he tried to do something, boom, that jab just reset him and he back. Like that jab just reset him all the time. I will say for casual fans, they probably didn't like it because you have a lot of casual fans that just watch boxing because, hey, the fight on, you going to see the fight? So they probably saw Terrence Crawford and they was like, yeah, that's the guy that beat up Spence. So they was suspecting Terrence Crawford to look like how he looked like when he fought Spence, and a lot of casual fans may not have liked the fight, but I love what I saw. He moved up in weight. He could take a punch. It don't seem like his age slowed him down or anything like that.
He looked real strong.
Yeah.
Too. He looked strong.
Yeah. What about you?
I think Crawford did an amazing job. But I'm really actually more. I ain't gonna lie. We expected Crawford to win, and with that being said, I want to say like Madrimov, I'm impressed. Like I'm superbly impressed. I mean, he doesn't have that many fights. The style that he came in the ring and presented to Crawford was like something we haven't seen him do. Well, nobody do because he had kind of like that Tyson Fury type of vibe where it's real jerky. It's real. He threw a million feints in there. He tried to switch it up, and Crawford said it didn't bother him, but it did bother him because he had to keep on readjusting. Look how many times they kept resetting. The whole first round, it was nothing but resets.
Yeah.
They kept resetting. Came together, reset. Came together, reset. Because Crawford like, okay, hold on, like what? And you know, the jabs start getting a little bit more better for Crawford. He figured it out. You know, he caught him with some good shots. But to be honest, he definitely won. But I want to say Madrimov would, you know, I mean, he does have a long, you know, he's been fighting for a long time. So he only got, what, 10, 11 professional fights?
Yeah.
But you can tell he went in there and he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed. Really good fight. I'm impressed. I want to see Madrimov again. I do.
Yeah.
I want to see him again. And Crawford made a star.
Yeah, it did take TC. It took him a while to figure him out. It took him a long time to figure him out. I think by the last 2 rounds, he tried to stop him, but dude was just big. Dude was just big. So I think any other
strong,
real strong,
walking through punches. I'm like, oh Lord.
I think any other 54 pounder Terrence would stop though.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he had stopped.
Yeah,
Imzu. I think he had stopped Fendor.
Madrimov versus Tim Tszyu would be a very good fight.
Oh yeah, I think Terrence would stop Charlo in his tracks. I'm talking about
tracks.
Yeah.
It'd be another Terrence Earl.
I got Jermell.
Yeah, I think no. Jermell, you can hit him. You can hit him, bro. And I feel like Crawford, Jermell got the power, but I don't think he's like finessey enough to really like land something solid on Crawford. I think Crawford he's so like elusive. Like, you know, you could be that close to hitting him and miss him. You know, he pay attention. It's the defense, the turning. He can go southpaw on you. You know what I mean? He can go orthodox southpaw. I just think it might be too much for Jermell, like down the stretch. And Jermell ain't finna run from you either. So it ain't finna be like Jermell ain't finna sit there and try to box you for 12 rounds. Can he? Yes, but he will. But you know, Crawford is going. I'm gonna tell you like this: Crawford is gonna box Jermell's head off, bro.
Oh yeah,
because of the beef.
He's gonna box his head off.
Yes,
it's gonna be. It's gonna be bad.
And this is why I say it'll be a massacre. Remember when Tony Harrison fought Jermell?
Yeah.
He beat him, but he just didn't have the power.
Yeah.
Now you talking about a person that got more skill than Tony Harrison. He go get in there and he have more power.
Yeah.
He go get in there and stop.
Yeah.
Charlo.
Yes, bro.
Like for me personally, I had Tony Harrison before Crawford got to the division as the most technical fighter at 154.
Yeah.
As far as technical. But yeah, you got somebody that's more technical. I can see that, but you know, Mel's still the king. Like ain't nobody. Mel's still the king. Like those belts got stripped.
Fight too strong, bro.
Huh?
He fight too strong. He be too stiff and he be mad. He fighting with his emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like he be trying to murder you. Crawford gonna be like, well, what the fuck is this? What's that?
Hey,
like what?
This hook, like he just be chilling and he'll just be like, he just throw a hook. It's crazy. And
they hurt.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part about it. It don't even look like he trying to hit that hard, but they be like, bro, he got crazy power and he's fast. Jermell is going to the shadow realm if I ever seen one before.
Yeah, I think
is to try to swing and hurt Crawford to the point where he hurt him. I'm talking about like break a rib in the first round or second round. Like that will be the only chance of him going down the stretch and actually winning. Crawford too defensively responsible. He's smart. He's not finna let you hit him with no wide Charlo hook or no body shot. He's not doing that, bro.
Oh, that's over.
I think so.
No, that's over.
54.
Yes, leave Canelo alone, please. Leave him
alone. Leave him alone.
Please.
Let him.
You know, Crawford. That's how you know he really just got like. I would say Crawford got maybe like 2-3 more fights in him, and he done. When you get the calling for Canelo, and you just struggled with Madrimov, I'm not gonna say you struggled. I'm sorry, but to our eye, it was like, okay, don't go up. No, not no, no, not no, no.
You know what's crazy, y'all? I'm gonna say this: the Terrence Crawford fight that we just saw was the fight that we thought him versus Spence was going to be.
Yeah,
like a back and forth. Oh man, it's hard to pick. It's hard to decide. Well, me personally, I had him. I thought as soon as the arrow touched him, I thought it was gonna be it. But I think that's what, like, how the fight was like promoted. I think that's what people was aiming towards, seeing that type of fight. So
yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, I think he should stay there. I think Crawford can go undisputed. I think he can take everybody's belt. But it's just a matter of what he want to do at this point now.
You know what's crazy though? I ain't gonna lie. I Crawford versus the tall dude, Fire Inferno.
Yeah.
I feel weird about that one, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the 50-50. Yes.
Against
I
who?
think it's 50-50. Fundora.
I don't know what y'all see in Fundora.
Look, I'm not, and it's not that this man just got that much power. I just feel like, again, it just be that size thing. I don't think he's more skilled. I feel like if Crawford gonna get him, he gonna have to get him early. Don't let this man just sit there and fight his fight and adjust. What's his reach, bro? His reach is sick. You know, I thought like the Tim Tszyu fight, because I'm like, oh, Timmy's strong in the mud. Been fighting for a long time. He got power. He gonna hit him in the body and fold him up like a lawn chair. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But Timmy couldn't even. It got to a point where he just balled him up. Like, I'm just like, damn. And then what he did to Lubin, and don't get me wrong, neither one of those fighters I just named is on a level of Crawford. But you know what I mean? How he beat them up that bad. I'm like, dog.
He didn't really beat up Tim
in my eye. Dog, Tim Tszyu was. What did he put a gash in his head? Nigga was bleed. I mean,
off a headbutt.
Say that.
Off a headbutt.
Oh, it was headbutt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't clean.
No.
Oh, okay.
His reach is 80.
Now, what he did to Lubin was sick though.
Oh yeah, he beat the sleeves off a little.
That was nasty work.
I think
who knows?
But what about when old dude folded him like a lawn chair?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Lubin knocked him down too. I think Lubin was the first person to knock him down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, but you know, when he did get folded up, he was winning that. I mean, when he got knocked out, Fundora got knocked out. He was winning the whole fight.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But listen, this is my thing about Fundora. He's tall and lanky, but he don't use his size. He like to fight in the inside.
Yeah, he do.
If you get him in the inside, he's so long that you can smother his punches. So anybody like Earl or Crawford or even Jamel, they go put that boy to sleep. And even Tim Tszyu was on his way to put him to sleep. Yeah, he just couldn't see out there, you know, after
that blood
in his head. He couldn't really sleep. So he ended up losing. But I don't think Fundora is a factor for real to me. I think they hype it up because it's good promotion, but I don't think he's a factor at 54.
No.
Oh, trust me. I wouldn't bet on it. Let's get it straight. I wouldn't bet on it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Errol got to prove something to me again. I was too hard of too much of a fan. I want to see him in there. I don't want to see him versus Fundora yet. But hey, get it how you live. He ain't got that many more fights left anyway, if he even come back. So you know, we'll see.
And he known for not taking tune-ups. So I want to see it. I want to see it. And then I want to see Crawford right after that.
Mr. No tune-up for sure.
Yeah. He just need to, if he gonna do that, go back to your roots. Yeah. Go back to your strength and conditioning coach. Yeah. You know, y'all heard my spiel the whole time about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say Crawford look good, man. So he need to I think Crawford need another fight this year. Like he need another fight this year to keep that going.
Who would he fight?
I would, if I were him, I would go for a unification. You got he got the WBA now. You got Fundora with the WBC, the WBO
Fedora got that one too.
Fedora got that one, but I'm hearing that Crawford is like the mandatory in the Fedora. Something like if Fedora don't fight Crawford, then Crawford becomes the champ. But somebody need to take that IBF belt. Like,
yeah.
Ryan said he want that smoke with Crawford at 54.
Ryan,
come on, man.
Ryan's in the fight with himself. He got to go 12 rounds with himself first. He's still on round 3, man. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, yeah, you in a long life battle with yourself.
Yeah. Ryan in the shadow realm, and he ain't even get hit.
No, right.
He's just walking realm.
He just found us up there.
Put that bottle down, man.
Yeah,
no, he bugging.
Yeah, but yeah, before we close everything out, y'all, you want to close out with anything, G?
Not necessarily. I need to this week, bro. I swear, I'm going to really like dive into some Errol Spence stuff and kind of compare him to everybody at 54 and try to bring back to y'all where I think he should land or what his matchup should be. I think him and Crawford only got like 2 or 3 fights left, if that. If everything works out. It's so hard to make a fight right now, so we'll see who's available, who's not. I really just want to see where they're gonna go. I'm kind of really interested in it, but I'm not really interested to see them fight again. Them two. I just want to see who's gonna dominate this 54 division.
Yeah, and
let's go.
Yeah. What about you, Taz?
The only thing I have left to say, Boots. I think Boots, if he want to put his bid in, I think he need to move up to 54, try to grab that IBF.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way he can get the Crawford fight. Other than that, it really don't make sense. It don't make sense for him to fight Boots. And there's nobody at 47. What's his name at 47? They got the WBC. That tank
Mario
Barrios. He's trying to fight Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. Like, so 47 is dead. I think T.O. might move up. Devin might
Manny Pacquiao is done, bro. He was just overseas fighting for his life.
Yeah, he had an exhibition overseas. But
fighting for his life.
Fight him in a real fight. And I'm like, that's stupid. Yeah.
There's no point,
need to strip him. They need to strip him. But
47
is dead. I think Boots need to move up to 54. Try to put his bid in to if he really want the Crawford fight. That's the only way he'll be able to get it to me.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like, he already a champ at 147. He got that on his resume. Like, move up to 154. Maybe he can because Boots got the IBF, so maybe he can
enforce his mandatory
and take that belt from that guy. Now you got four kings, man, to fight for the belt. However it ends, that's how it ends. But yeah, I think he should move up. Like, don't waste your time at 147. I mean, it's not like you getting title shot after title shot after title shot because he said he wanted to be undisputed, but I don't think it's gonna go that way, especially with these sanctioning bodies. They be all over the place. So
and none of them is trying to fight him. And on top of when you said that, I just realized when you a champion at a lower weight, you can move up and enforce a mandatory with that same sanctioning body.
Yep.
So you're right. Yeah, he can move up and enforce his mandatory with the IBF. So
so we'll see. Right?
Yeah. Then anybody that want to be undisputed at 54, they got to come through him.
Yep.
So
we'll see, right? And of course, if it happens and when it happens, we'll be here to say it, whether they go to the shadow realm or they stay here in reality with us. But this is the Boss Ahead podcast. This is the Boss Ahead podcast. Keep it bossy, keep it in the square circle, and we out.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out mini jam. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook,